Guys, welcome back. Alright, so we got the bottom done, and I realized last time I didn't show you with the finished fireplace, so here you go. There's the finished one in all its bit of glory. So anyway, today what we're going to be doing is working on the base. So I've gone ahead, I'd cut stairs out previously. I've gone ahead and just cut some cracks in the stairs to detail them a little bit. That's no big deal. Just take a knife and a dull pencil, cut some cracks and go over them with a dull pencil, widen them out a little bit, and that's all there is to that. So the first thing we're going to work on is getting the edges to look like this. So we're finally getting to this bit. So I've done a few of the edges. You can see I've done the cutting already for these, and this is actually, it looks difficult, but it's actually very, very simple. So first thing we're going to do is take a hobby knife, and we're going to cut horizontal lines in here, and you want them to be irregular, and don't use a straight edge because you want them to be kind of straight, but you don't want it perfectly straight, and you want them different widths. So first step is just go through there and cut some vertical lines. And then just take a dull pencil and go over that to widen it out a little bit. Okay, very simple so far. Now the next thing you want to do is come in and just cut some horizontals in here. And I'm trying to keep this in frame, but it's kind of hard because it's such a big piece. But just irregular things. What I usually do is just go one row at a time and then come back with my pencil. Otherwise I'll have so many things in here I'll get lost as to what I did. But just make different widths. We're not trying to make bricks, so we don't want them to be uniform widths. So just make them different. And then again, come back with your pencil and just go over the cuts you made to widen them out. Like that. So we've got that much. Now, the next thing you want to do, we'll go and do the rest of the rows later, but come back into some of these and cut some more horizontal lines in them. Some of them you can cut one, some you can cut two, and make those also irregular. Now on some of these longer ones too, I'll go back in and cut another vertical line in above there to make it look like there's more stones either above or below, to look like they've just tried to fill things in. And once again, take your dull pencil and go back over them. And that's it for the cutting part. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these, and then we'll get on to the rest of it. Okay, so I've gotten all this done. Now the next thing we want to do is we don't want all these lined up flat like this, so we want to make indent some of them. So I usually just take the end of a knife here for some of the bigger ones, or the end of a paintbrush for some of the smaller ones, and just pick some and push one end in, or push both ends, push the whole block back, just randomly, so it looks like they're not all on the same plane exactly. And real easy to do. Like I say, the bigger ones I'll just take something bigger to push them back in. And you can see this starts looking a lot more natural because you're going to have indentations. So I'll go do some more of that, and we'll get on to the next part. Alright, so I've got this kind of worked out here. Got a bunch of these pushed in. Now on this side of the foam, this pushes in rather easily. When you go to the other side of the foam, you're going to actually have to push in a bit harder because the grain's working the other way, and this isn't going to compress as easily. So you actually have to do a bit more work when you're working against the grain of the foam. But either way, you can get it done. So the next thing is we want to get some good texture on it. So I've got this rock here that I really like because it's got a lot of really small texture in it, and it's fairly sharp. So what I'll do is just take this and roll it over the foam and press in, and that'll make nice rock texture on it. So you can see there we've got some good rock texture going. And that's pretty much it for making this stuff, other than painting it up, but that's all the carving there is to it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the sides here with that stuff, and then we're going to work on taking care of the middle before we paint it all up. So we'll be back. Okay, so I finished up all the rock work around all the sides here. And then I went out in the garage with my Dremel and routed the floor space out down 1/8 of an inch because this is where the stones are going to sit. So all the carving now is done for this base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw just a couple of layers of thin goop over all this to prep it. And then next time, I think what we'll do is start laying stone. See if we can get the floor straightened out here, and then we'll be just about ready to glue the first floor structure down. So I'm going to goop this up, and I'm going to go ahead and dry brush the stone just to look like this. It's just standard few layers of gray dry brushing, no big deal. And next time we will start laying floor. So until then, you guys have a good one. Bye.